What's good, y'all? It's your boy jthewei here. I know that my channel is mainly about self-improvement, but the reason why I'm filming this video is because some of y'all requested me to show y'all my Minecraft world, and y'all thought it was very interesting. And obviously I've worked really hard on this, and the buildings that I have in here are to scale and are very representative of the actual buildings in real life. I'm doing this for some people who requested this video, like I mentioned earlier, and I'll first start off with the Empire State Building here, and this is my proudest build out of all the buildings. It's very accurate to the real one, and I try to include as many details as I can. And this Empire State Building is half the size of the real one. Unfortunately, Minecraft has a block limit. I'm playing on a snapshot right now, so this one exceeds the 256 block limit with the antenna that was added onto this building. What I want to show y'all is what this building looks like at nighttime, and as you can see, the sun is setting, but I'm going to go ahead and speed this up. So at nighttime, I made it to where the Empire State Building looks like the real Empire State Building, where you have the floodlights on those top floors, the mast of the building shines up, and I tried to make the lighting as accurate as possible. And you can actually access this building, and if you can see, you can go to the top floor here, and then I made multiple floors in this building. You can go to the top, the observation deck right here, just like the real building. And as if you climb down the mooring mast, which was built to ensure it was the tallest building in the world, this entire mast right here, you have the observation deck here. But overall, I'm just really proud of my build of the Empire State Building. It's my proudest build. The other building I want to talk about here is the Twin Towers of the World Trade Center. I didn't really build the plaza, and the insides of this building are not as built as much as the Empire State Building is, but the building here, I tried to make the design of it resemble those tridents that are in the actual building, and at the top of the South Tower, I tried to make it resemble the observation deck of the South Tower, where you can walk on here. It's an absolute sadness that they had to be destroyed, and all the lives that they were lost in the attack. This is the North Tower here, and this antenna, like I said earlier, this exceeds the 256 block limit because I am playing on that snapshot. So these are the Twin Towers, and if you come to the very bottom here, you can see the tridents that I was talking about. In the original World Trade Center, they had them, and I tried to build them here to resemble them as much as I could. This is supposed to be the sphere at the World Trade Center complex, though it doesn't really look like it. I mainly use it as a light source so mobs don't really spawn. So on to the next buildings. I have some random buildings built here. I'm not going to go over them. They're kind of just random buildings that I built. The one right here, this blue building, is supposed to look like one of the towers in Dallas. I can't remember what it's called, but I'll put it in the video. And this one's supposed to resemble a building in Philadelphia, but it didn't build too closely. This is kind of supposed to represent One Shell Square in New Orleans, the tallest building in New Orleans. But the building I wanted to talk about was, I built the Chrysler Building here, and I put dragon heads here to resemble the eagles of the Chrysler Building. And I built an observation deck here because this is what they're supposed to be building when the actual observation deck comes out for the Chrysler Building. And here is supposed to be the eagles, or not the eagles, sorry, I'm not sure, the gargoyles, that's what it is. These are supposed to be the gargoyles of the Chrysler Building right here. And I built the base along with the entire crown of the building, and you can enter this like other buildings that I've mentioned. Right here is supposed to be the 9/11 Memorial. I built these the same size as the footprints of the Twin Towers over there. Uh, I These right here, so the Freedom Tower in New York City or One World Trade Center is one building, but I decided to build a second one here because I thought it'd be cool if you had twin Freedom Towers, and I built the spire here that's supposed to elevate the building to 1776 feet. The architectural height of the One World Trade Center is 1776 feet, but in reality, the roof of it is just as high as the original Twin Towers, which is about 1,380 feet. So here you have it, the One World Trade Center. I built it out of the clear blue glass. There's not too much I built on the inside because you can see through it. I built the Petronas Twin Towers here. There's not much inside here, but overall, I really like this build. This was pretty difficult to build as I try to resemble the actual design of the building itself. This took quite a while to build this because of like the irregular shape here. But overall, it was a good build of mine. This is supposed to be the Louisiana State Capitol. I didn't really build the base of it because I needed more room in the city, so I just built the part that was really just a tower. But the Louisiana State Capitol is an Art Deco skyscraper, and this is actually representative of the real height of the Louisiana State Capitol. So I believe it's like 470 feet. So in Minecraft terms, the measurement is in meters. So I built it to where it would be 470 feet high. This building right here is the John Hancock Center. The part of the building, what makes it unique are the X marks and the crosses that support how the weight of the building here, as you can see. And this building goes all the way up. And overall, I'm really proud of this building because I got it to look like the John Hancock Center. And as you can see, I put the beacons here as the lights on top of the building. And I was also able to put the antennas of the Hancock Center here. Overall, the Hancock Center is a really beautiful building. I'm glad I was able to build it right here. This is the Washington Monument, and it's rather a simple build. It's just the obelisk that's in the National Mall, and I built this to be 555 feet tall, just like the real Washington Monument. And the actual monument itself, it starts off with a white or a lighter stone color because it was built before the Civil War. And what ended up happening was they ran out of funds and the Civil War happened and they decided to continue building the Washington Monument after the Civil War was over. So they used a different kind of stone from Maryland, which is a different color. And as you can see here, and this is the Washington Monument, the rest of the monument. And what I put here was these are aviation lights. So in the real Washington Monument, the Washington Monument has these flashing aviation lights, and at the top it has like a aluminum silver capstone. So I tried to make it as accurate to the actual monument itself. Overall, I'm really proud of it. This is the CN Tower in Toronto. Not too much going on here. You can climb a ladder up to here, and there's an inside I built here. And if you continue climbing to the top here, you can access this observation deck on a sky pod, just like the actual CN Tower itself. Overall, this wasn't too hard to build, but it's a cool building of mine that I built. Uh, I built Christ the Redeemer here in Brazil. This isn't too detailed, but I thought it would be a cool add-on, especially when the sunset is setting over here. This is 432 Park Avenue in New York City. It's one of the tallest residential buildings in the world. At the time it was built, it was the tallest residential building, and it's even taller than the Empire State Building, to be exact. Overall, this building wasn't too hard to build. It's representative of the actual one. This is the Memorial Tower from Louisiana State University. Like I've mentioned in my videos, I went to LSU, and they recently renovated it to where the lights of the building come on. This is supposed to represent the clock face, and they recently made the top of the Louisiana or the Memorial Tower a purple glow, which is what I added here. And this building is actually representative of the actual height. It is 180 feet tall. So in Minecraft, this is 180 feet tall, and it's puny compared to the all the other buildings that I've built. This is Kirby Smith Hall from Louisiana State University. It was one of the tallest residential buildings there, and I thought it'd just be cool to build it in my world. Right here is the Willis Tower or the Sears Tower. Uh, I completely built the insides. You can access it. When I was playing this on survival mode, this is the building I used to live in. Uh, overall, overall, I really like the tubular design of this building, and you can access the building on the top here. And what's cool is I built the observation decks here with the see-through floor. So if you come through here and you come down, just like the actual Willis Tower itself, you'd be able to go inside right here, just like the actual Willis Tower, and see the ground below you. But overall, these are some of the buildings that I've built. I'm not going to go over every single one of them. Some of these buildings I didn't like go super accurate with. Like this is supposed to represent the Bank of America Plaza or Tower in Atlanta, but I didn't build it super accurate or anything. I kind of just built the Parthenon here. I have an entire railway system that I created in this world. I've built buildings in the Nether and the End, and I've built an even bigger Empire State Building in the End, but I'm not going to go over that in this video. But overall, this is the Minecraft world that I built. I worked really hard on these. The overall, if I would say the most proud building that I've built is the Empire State Building, just the way it looks at night, like how I'm going to put it again. If you see how the Empire State looks at night, it's absolutely just drop dead gorgeous. It's my most proud build. And some of these buildings I worked hard for, but not as much as the Empire State. It is my favorite building after all, so it's why I worked really hard on it. But overall, this is a quick overview of my world. There's other stuff that I built, but this is just the overview of one of the worlds that I built on. Comment down below what you want to see next. Like I said, this is just a miscellaneous video. I'll be continuing the post the self-improvement videos, but that ends it for this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Jthewei out.